Alright, so there are three things that I heard about the city of Accra that I am going to share with you. And the third one is a really old one. It's a prevalent, widely prevalent belief in Accra. And I'm going to discuss that very briefly. But the first two really surprised me. Like I said, I only heard about the first three stories about the city of Accra very recently, and I was quite surprised by it. Okay, so this is Accra. It's the capital city of Ghana, and it's a city wrapped in culture and charisma. So beneath its skyline and busy markets and bustling life, there are long-standing stories, stories passed down through generations actually, that shape its mystique. At the same time, there is something undeniably magnetic about Accra that keeps people coming, staying, and remembering. Okay, so the first story that I want to share is that, and I heard this very recently, that Accra was built on gold. Have you heard that before? I have never. It's my first time hearing this, and I was quite surprised by it. I think it's a myth. Okay, so it's one of the really hidden myths that Accra, the city of Accra, was built on gold. It appears that some people in some corners believe that beneath the bustling streets of Jamestown, Osu, and Makola, and these are localities within the city of Accra. So under these facilities lie hidden veins of gold untouched by modern hands. Now, while Ghana as a whole is rich in gold, you know, and that's how it earned its former name, the Gold Coast, there is no geological evidence that Accra itself sits on gold. Yet, this myth that I recently came across, I think perhaps is only a metaphor for the promise and opportunity that the city represents for many of the people that migrate here. So that's the first story that I heard about Accra recently that really surprised me. Okay. Now the second story that I have heard about Accra is that the sea at Labadi is a really popular beach in Accra. It's actually an entire residential neighborhood. And that the sea at Labadi can wash away bad luck, right? So Labadi Beach is not just a spot for music, horse rides, and grilled tilapia. But according to this hidden myth that I recently heard, the sea at Labadi has spiritual cleansing powers. It appears that some people believe that if you walk into the ocean at dawn and speak your troubles aloud, the waves can carry them all away. So it's not unusual to see quiet rituals performed by spiritualists or locals, some people, some locals, seeking relief from their troubles. So whether it's symbolic or spiritual, this obscure belief, I think, speaks to the deep-rooted connections between the people, nature, and the unseen world. Okay, so that's the second surprise that I had. But I can't say much to it because some beliefs you might never know. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so let's come to the third story that I heard about Accra. And like I said, this actually is a very old one. It's a very widespread belief in and out of Ghana that Accra is an expensive city. I think it is, but I think it's not. Yeah. Truly, Accra can be very expensive depending on where you live and your lifestyle and blah blah. But Accra also, let me say that this it's a myth to believe that everywhere in Accra is expensive. Okay, so that Accra is only for the people with deep pockets. But I can understand that with rising rents and trendy cafes and luxury apartments springing up everywhere in Accra, it's easy to think that the city caters only for the privileged. But that's just looking at the surface of it, because Accra has layers. Beneath the glamour of certain areas like East Legon or Airport Hills and other places, we're actually headed towards a place that's very close to East Legon, where I'm going to show you an Airbnb, take a quick tour of it, and then I'll tell you the cost for it, okay? So, an Airbnb in Accra, a typical Airbnb, and the cost for it. Okay, we'll do that at the end of the video because that's where we're headed towards. Okay, but beneath the glamour of places like that, and East Lagoon or Airport Hills, Tesano, there are vibrant communities like Nima, Choko, Teshi, Kanishi, Dansoman. These places are also filled with resilience, with culture, innovation, and life. So Accra belongs to everyone, you know, and uh, and that's it. So if Accra is expensive, why do so many people love Accra? Because despite its traffic jams and rising cost of living, Accra still holds an irresistible charm. It's a city where cultures converge. Another myth that I um, want to talk about is that people believe that everyone in Accra can speak the Ashanti language. That's true. That's not true. You know, but Accra is a city where cultures converge because the average person in Accra can speak about three languages. Yeah. So, Twi, that's the Ashanti language, is very common. It's more or less like the de facto lingua franca for Ghana. Okay, from the north of Ghana to the south, nearly everyone can understand that language. So if you can speak Twi, you're good to go, or English for that matter. But we have many other languages, and Accra is like a city where these all these cultures converge. Where the traditional meets the trendy and the spiritual dances with the political. Where history brushes up against modern ambition. Okay, so it's a place where conversation can jump from a proverb to politics to Afrobeats all within a few minutes. The food, the music, the art scenes, the open air freedom, and the vibrant hustle all come together in a really happy blend. So Accra is not perfect, but it's alive. People come for opportunity, for escape, for connection, for work, for the energy. And some say that once Accra gets into your spirit, it never leaves. So in the end, I say that all these myths might not be true, but they help make Accra what it is. A city full of stories, dreams, and the ever-present rhythm of possibility. All right, so keep watching. I'll just stay quiet for a little bit. Leave you to taking the sights of Accra for a while, and I'll be with you again in just a little bit.
Street lighting were off. Street lighting off. And I like I need you. I need you.
Okay, so we're almost there now. We're right in the neighborhood where the Airbnb, right? Okay, where the Airbnb is, and I'm going to give you a quick show around and give you the cost for it. And this is the cost for a typical Airbnb in this neighborhood, not too far from the international airport in Accra. Okay, we'll be there in a jiffy.
Nämä huonoa käyttöä area. Käyttöä. Joka walks. Agreement se kakra ovia bija yun akra Ghana boy drive. Ya drive akra yun. Swallow.
Uma de mamãe é passar.
É pra passar no. Passar o que é.
Isso aqui, ó. Tucapo, você tá Pucau. Tapuca Streets. And how the next one?
The next one, I mean. The next street, I mean.
The next one. 10 mile, okay.
Yeah.
Next street.
I need to GPS. If we use GPS, my mom phone. GPS.
Same.
There. For rent. And Takako Street. Takako Court. Takako Court.
French school, yeah, when French school.
Straight in the house.
Signboard, yeah.
Faith Presby School.
Taka. Go inside, though.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Go inside. Good morning. Bini, Madam Eba.
And that's why cool.
So this Airbnb apartment is about
Next
5 or 8 minutes drive to the
apartment.
airport in Accra. And yeah, if there isn't too much traffic on the main road leading to the airport. And it has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Okay, so there is a guest bathroom and a washroom, and then adjoining the before I get to that, there's a very spacious sitting room, as you can see. Okay, and then 2 bedrooms with two separate bathrooms, one bathroom in the master bedroom. And then there is a closet room, also like an ironing room, okay, together with the closet room. And then you have a kitchen, a decent kitchen, okay, and and that's it. It's really cozy looking. It's not bad. It's not bad, and it's sits in a decent area. Like I said, not very far from the airport. So this is a very like quick look
Kelly
inside
office.
of the apartment. Okay, so this is a typical apartment that you could find in the decent area in Accra, and it goes for 60 USD per night. That is 60 US dollars per night. All right. So that's it.
Bathroom.
There are other places, other decent places, a bit far from the central, like
Another bathroom. This.
part of Accra that get into not really far from the center really, but with cheaper Airbnbs. Some go for about $40 a night. Some are cheaper, and some are way cheaper. So it depends on which area you want to stay in and
That's very
the
smart.
kind of area that you want to live in
Looks
or
beautiful.
stay in for a bit and all of that. So
Look at the light.
this is a quick look at the place like I promised. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wonderful.
Okay, let me leave you to it and thank you for watching this. And let's catch up again in my next video. Remember to like the video and
Okay.
subscribe if you have watched this far. Okay, thank you.
Oh, the beautiful. Here. Oh, wow. Let me take this. It's beautiful. Hey, your bed is very high. It's only low. It's like a master bedroom. It's really beautiful. The space is big. Yes, yeah, that big space. That's your. I can look closer to you. That's the bathroom. Wonderful. Honestly, I'm telling you this style, with a glass cover over the. That's pretty. It's really beautiful. Wow. So wonderful. That's it. You can look closer then. Okay. How about when? Okay, don't open it. Okay. Okay, you can open it. This is pretty. I give money. I give music in there. Oh, okay, that's why I'm going to All right, Hoon. That's a wonderful tour of your apartment. It's really beautiful. Take a look. Okay. Is it? I have your kitchen there. Let me put this off. It's very nice. Iratamadio. I hope you can market. The location is